Okay, well, this is something different that I'm doing. Looking at celebrities' birth charts and in detail, and I'm not going to do the circle thing because that confuses so many people. Even sometimes can confuse me, but not really. Um, but yeah, this is Trump, and this is his major placements, Leo rising, etc., etc. But what I'm going to talk about is his transiting planets and how his transiting planets have affected how he also has been operating or what has resulted in his life in the last few weeks, months, etc. Now, the first thing, obviously, he's a Leo rising, and him being the president. And as I've said multiple times, Leo risings are the best leaders. And even if you dislike Trump, which a lot of people dislike him, for whatever reason, but there is no doubt that he is a excellent leader. And he's also Mars in Leo as well. So he's passionate about being a leader. So that's why he's been passionate about being in charge of being the president and being the boss. He has that boss energy for sure, even though he is a Gemini moon Sagittarius. And as I said, multiple occasions, being a Gemini moon Sagittarius, right? When you have your sun and moon in opposite placements, yeah, you naturally can manifest most things you want in your life. It's easier for you to manifest because what you miss in the Sagittarius, you have in the Gemini, and what you miss in the Gemini, you have in the Sagittarius, and the sun and the moon is actually the same. They're actually they're two in one. It's like masculine and feminine, yin and yang type thing, but that's another whole reading, video, should I say. But this is why he's always been a leader and been president twice. But one of the key aspects is why he became president is because he's had a Jupiter transit in his 10th house, and the 10th house is the house of the career. Yeah. And Jupiter is the planet of abundance, luck. Yeah. Luck, abundance, luck and abundance, wealth, expansion. And when Jupiter's transiting your 10th house, you normally have a major opportunity to really hit the heights of your career, especially if you've been doing the work previous to Jupiter being in your 10th house. So this is exactly why he's become president during Jupiter Jupiter transiting his personal 10th house. The temp that in astrology, if you don't know, we have houses and we have 12 houses, and each house represents an energy. And when a certain planet goes into that house, when you're transiting or when you're born, because we also have fixed planets in our house. But when the planets are moving, just as they move in the sky, when it moves into our own personal house, we have certain energies that hit us. And Jupiter is a very lucky energy, and it's gone into his 10th house of career, and therefore he's managed to become the president. I think is that actually he's probably become president at the perfect time of his career, better than the last time he was president. This is so much better for him this time being the president, and it does indicate that he may have a better kind of period of being president potentially during this time, having Jupiter in the 10th house. This is key. It's key to his life, really. And then he has his sun sign, or his sun transiting his 6th house, and the 6th house is the house of work and health. The 6th house is the house of work and health. Him having his sun transiting the 6th house means that he's going to be so much more productive, as we've seen him be more productive during this frame. And his sun has been transiting his 6th house for the last 15, 16 days. And you can see the last 15, 16 days, he's been so much more productive. And he has another 12 days to go in terms of his sun transiting his 6th house. And you can see the work ethic and the things he's putting in place right now because he feels work orientated. So that's why he's pushing hard, and he could push even harder if he can, if he must, if he should, But you can see as his transits are now, he's aligned with the work ethic. Health, I don't know what he does for health, but I'm sure he's consciously thinking about it. You can see he's been more positive in his career. And then he's had Mars transiting the 11th house, and Mars is currently retrograded. So, it's going backwards. So it's going back into his 11th house. So this is a period where we all have Mars retrograding a certain house in our lives, and him having it in his 11th house, which is about friends, wishes, hopes, and dreams, indicates that he's passionate, because Mars is about your passion. He's action orientated. He's motivated when it comes to making more connections, making the right connections, making the right alliances. And right now, and also it's also passionate about people and passionate about doing the right thing for people. So this has been in his chart for a while, a few months at least. It's been in his 11th house, should I say, for a few months. And this is why the connection for people and with people came at the perfect time for him to win the election. And now he's even more passionate about doing the right thing for people and making the right connections externally around the world, around the globe, and him feeling like he should be doing the right thing or whatever he feels is right. And he's passionate about it. He's passionate about making his kind of beliefs come to fruition. And this, when Mars transits the 11th house, because it's about friends, wishes, hopes, and dreams, the 11th house, you do tend to get more of what you want, more of your true outcomes in life during this period, especially financially. And his moon being in Sagittarius, Sagittarius is the most luckiest placement for money. Moon Sagittarius is the most luckiest placement for money. So this is why he's always been rich. And I'm not saying every Sagittarius moon sign is like filthy rich, but what I am saying is that they never have a massive worry about money. So this is Mars in the 11th house transit is why he is doing so well with people, and why people are so attracted to him, because he is so attracted to helping people. It's really, you reap what you sow type energy. And his Venus being in Cancer, okay, so this is even more interesting with his Venus being in Cancer. The more that Trump shows that he is a type of man who wants to protect, and remember, USA is ruled by Cancer. So the country is ruled by Cancer. Remember, Independence Day is 4th of July. That's the Cancer sign. So Venus in Cancer, he's attracted to his country. He's a true patriot, being Venus in Cancer and having the USA ruled by Cancer. And not only that, for him to attract anything in life, and this is money, friends, whatever, people, women, notoriety, popularity, for him to attract that, he needs to show a level of protectivity. So this is why him talking about doing things, protecting the USA in terms of the finance and charging other people and getting rid of people, etc., which not everybody agrees on, which I completely understand. I'm not in favor or in disfavor of what he does. I'm just telling you the facts. The fact that he's going to become more popular, the more protective he is of USA, because Cancers to attract, because Venus is about attraction, but Cancers to attract what they want need to show nurturing and protective nature, and he's showing a protective nature with his country 1000%, and no one can deny that, and that's why he's going to become more popular. This is key aspects, and I could go through so many more things, but I think I'll save some more, because I'm going to touch on Trump a little bit more. I'm going to target 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 celebrities, or I don't even like to call them celebrities, because they're not. For me, they're more about people who have influence, who have like a kind of ethos about them that's made them very popular or very influential. And Trump is definitely one of those people, whether you love him or you hate him. I hope you enjoyed this video.